between the stars tonight. Just me and static light. Another message sent, another signal bent into the void again. They say I'm crazy running, but they don't see what's coming when we rise, when we fly. We're not lost in space. We're finding our way home. We're not lost in space. We're finding our way home. Way home. Commands across the deck. Another world to wreck. They think we'll break and fall, but fuck them one and all. My crew stands 10 feet tall. They say we're just pretending, but something's really ending when we rise, when we fly. We're not lost in space. We're finding our way home. We're not lost in space. We're finding our way home. Way home.
Listen up, I ain't your typical captain. Straight up rebel shit, that's what's happening. Got my crew behind me, loyalty unmatched. Every system we hit, reach the empire scratch. They can track us, try to trap us and the forces, but we got something stronger than the resources. Yeah, we scattered stars, but we shine together through the darkest nights. We only get better. This ain't about power or some grand design. It's about family, the ones who stand in line, ready for whatever comes, whatever price. Cause this right here, this is worth the sacrifice.
And when you're scared, I'm scared too, but that's what makes this crew so true. Together we're unstoppable. Yeah, we're unfucking stoppable. We're not lost in space. We're finding our way home. We're not lost in space. We're finding our way home. We're not lost in space. We're finding our way home. We're not lost in space. This is our way home. This is our way home.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Rebellion. Great to see everybody again. We're all doing well on, well, beautiful, beautiful upstate New York day. Day's just as bright wherever you are. All right. So, hey Shadow, how's it going? It's great to see you. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. So looking at, I really love this update for one. Everything is like right there for me. We have 495 against 0 so far. I love that it tells us our raid score and everything all right there. Beautiful. I love it. So we do. He did attack I did wake up from a little nap a little bit ago, and I saw that this 495 was done before my nap, so I haven't done anything in a while. So let's go ahead and take a peek. Again, if you saw my last GAC stream, in my absence, all right, we do have ads going for a minute, so we are gonna take a quick break before I get into all this. If you're watching over on YouTube, please drop a like and drop a subscribe. Again, 500 subscriptions, and take our Wampa up to Relic 10. So if you're watching over on YouTube, let's get those subs up. There is, and this bad boy will be going up to 10. So that's our sub goal. Let's get that done with, and let's enjoy a Relic 10 Wampa, who we will be using later today. More than likely. So yeah. Shadow going good. Ain't watched nothing after Sentence, not even Maul. Yeah, Maul was actually really good. I highly recommend watching Maul. It was a great. I really enjoyed it. I won't spoil. I have a strict spoiler-free rule of mine for at least 2 months, so that way people who have a lot of stuff going on in their life can get to watching it. So I'm not gonna spoil anything, but watch Maul. It was really good. So yes, let's get those likes and subs. 500. We'll take Wampa up to 10. I do have all of the material that we need to take him right up. We're just waiting on you. So let's get this done. And we can enjoy that little bit. So welcome back everybody over on Twitch. If you're watching over on that side of things and you want to be notified whenever we go live, make sure you hit that follow button. So yeah, let's get right into some of this. So again, if you watch my other stream from Wednesday night, I talked about how I was absent for, God, it's been 4 months since I streamed. So my my datacrons are atrocious. I am missing heal. Like I took a while off of Conquest, so because I took all those time off of Conquest, my datacrons aren't there. I did get some from the last round, and I am working with like the focus datacrons from the mall set. So we still have those that we have, but other than that, our datacrons are depleted. So we are working without a lot of datacrons. So I think I have one set on defense. And my thought is, if I don't have the datacron ability, put them on defense. And also with a lot of teams able to clear a lot on defense like anyway, I want to save what I have for offense, so that way we could try to outperform him, and hopefully be able to do better in those regards. And here's hoping. So they did full clear. Obviously there was no datacrons, no drops or anything. Up top, they will have to try to contend with Hondo. I should have put the Balin Kron on it. No attempts and no attempts. So yeah, that was my thought too. Shadow was going offense would have been the better route with the datacrons. So that way, if we run into anything, we could hopefully they'll be able to balance out. So he's got 495. I'm assuming he's holding to see if I even attack. The full clear means that he's probably gonna be watching it. or that sector clear. So let's see what we got here. We have the Balin, Khan, Ray. We do have this Cassian team. This is gonna be tough too. All's gonna be a tough one. I do have mine at Relic 10, but my Star Killer is at 8 and Maul was at 2. And my two light side are both at 5. So he does hold the Relic advantage over us once, which is crazy. This is put in Glat and Freya team. Alright, so what I'm thinking is we're gonna have to first order this. That Bane Kron is gonna make things difficult. Hopefully the Ufus could take this out. I don't have Satil to kind of go here. Probably gonna Bo-Katan Mandalore this. Hopefully that'll save Bane for Quedme. Yeah, this is really, really tough. Because at Balin Kron, you basically have to toss Kylo at it. But that's also your counter to Hondo. Then we still got to get through the Stranger without Satil. You use Balin on what? On yeah, I really messed up not putting the Balin Kron on here. But not complete anyway, so. Okay, hi Bayou, use Stranger on Pirate King Hondo. So I normally use Stranger as a mirror, and generally with my Relic 10, it goes really well. Let's try to go through this wall first. This is gonna be if the Ufus could manage this match, I feel a whole lot better about it. You normally use Ray here, but I feel like I want to use a different ink. This is gonna be tough. Toss Ray, I guess. This isn't the most comfortable, but get 3-man with Balin if your Kylo team is good. So they're all at 7. And then I got SLKR at 8. For Inquisitors, I'm sitting at 2nd Sister, 5th. Just the 3. You know what? Let's try that. Let's go Kylo and Mats. Our backs are up against the wall here. We're on a 4-game win streak. Let's risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna go Kylo and hope that we could 3-man the Balin. We're gonna risk it. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of my Inquisitors are on defense. Let's throw this out here for the survivability. The extra health and defense might help. Alright, let's go. Do this. Alright, here we go. Alright, we have Ezra in the red already. Or yellow. Good. Good. See if we can get Ray. Thanks, but this is I'm trying here. Let's get the stun over on Ezra. I don't like that I can't get on Ray. Here we go. This is gonna hurt. Alright, take out Ezra. And let's get Ray in yellow. Alright, let's start working on Ben. Oh, we could have took him out. Okay. That's okay. We're still looking good. Throw some rocks. Down goes Ben. We're sitting good. We're sitting pretty right now. Done. And damage immunity. Come on, take her out, take her out, take her out. Come on. Alright, raise down. Full auto. 71. That was pretty clean. Okay. That was a great, using that extra defense and the health, I think won that, because without that extra health, I'm pretty sure, I don't think, Fear would have survived that one. So, that was pretty clutch. Alright, we're gonna try to take this out next. It feels awful using this right now here, but I'm pretty sure this is what we gotta do. All right, what can we toss out here? What do we got with offense? Not using that, not using 50 offense. 80 offense, 115 defense. I think this is our Done Balin, use lightning from Dre on Shin. And pass the turn back to Kylo. Use AoE. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna poke Balin. Use lightning on Shin. Nice, and then pass the turn back to Kylo. AoE. That went about as clean as you could, like, as clean as you could go. Like, ooh, that was beautiful. A nice, just kiss. 67 full. Woo. Big shout out to Shadow on that one. That was beautiful. All right, here we're gonna Mommy Mando this. Since we have our full R9 Mando team. It's a beautiful thing right here. Okay, let's see what we could toss out here. Can't use any of the repass. Gonna save this one for Rey. Alright, let's try this one. We'll get the evasion up, health steal, and health up for 2 turns. Okay, full Relic 9 Mommy Mando team against full R7 Lord Vader team. Come on. This actually works really well for me. Let's get this done. Alright, we're through. Torch. Going to poop stand. All right, that was good. Let's see if we get guys Clone Trooper out. Appo's down. So when you do get some relic levels on Lord Vader like this, even with Vader at like 9, as long as the whole team isn't 9, I generally could get this to work really well still. All right. I think I'm gonna hold off here. See if I need to save. Yeah, 65 is crazy, and it's been like a consistent counter on mine lately. Okay. Need to see for the Reva team. That's what I'm afraid of. This, I don't know how I'm gonna get through. I do have Leia. Don't like Leia here, though. I don't think Leia could take Pirate King Hondo with that Quran. Normally here, I mean, if it was just Inquisitors, I would throw the Phoenix at it. I am curious why Terran is. Like, he works so much better with... I could do Queen with Gas, Cam, and Pompacron. Stranger. Queen is sitting on D. I do have Stranger. So we can throw Stranger here. Maybe Stranger, Hondo. Don't know how I would get through this. Leia. My issue here is my Stranger, or my Maul is at 2. But in all actuality, this is what I hate about the way things work out. Is sitting on 2 in GAC, but he's actually 8 here. Like, I did all this after GAC lock, so that hurts. ACT drill, how's it going? How's it going? JC's going pretty good. He Got some really clean battles so far up top. Fufu's 3-man SLKR and Bo-Katan here. Or just about max banners. Alright, let's... Because the mirror isn't going to work here. Let's try to... The Relic 2 scares me here. I need... The Relic 2 scares me. Congratulations, that's a pretty good score for Aro. Alright, I always go basic first, so that way gets a lot of the extra speed up. Get over here before he gets that all off. Come on, can we beat the alt? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. 61. Let's go. Let's go. Now, how do we get through this? I don't think Bane is very good against a stranger. The highest is the mirror counter. I don't think we're gonna get through this stranger team. The next highest is new batch, 76%. Oh, 2 points is rough. Sorry, that's rough. So the new batch being 76%, I don't have the Omicrons that we would need. I don't have the GAC Omicrons here. Other than that, Pirate King Hondo is a decent score, but I don't have Hondo. I could maybe try to Leia it, but I don't think Leia's gonna beat it. I could try Kenobi. Or we could even try to Leia. No, I want to try to keep Leia for this. Does he have any insta-kill? Don't think there's any insta-kill resistance. Nobi's 55%. So C-Bane is a 22% on Stranger. And Bane Dooku is 11. Kenobi is actually 55%. Other than new batch, which we don't have the Omicrons for. We're gonna try to Kenobi this in a hope that we could be part of the 55%. All right, we're gonna go this. I just want the armor pen, health, defense. Good too. All right, do we want to see the Lord Vader Kron or the Luke Kron? I'm thinking Vader. And no, I won't use them unless we could somehow get to the back wall. But let's try to even get there first. Throw this out. Alright, everyone. If we are going to be part of the 55%, may the force be with us. Okay. Let's ramp up Cat. That Involn was huge there. Alright. Oh man, we can't get right over on him. I was hoping. I didn't see anything about insta-death on it. There goes that full clear. I should have saved the insta-kill. Should have tried to save the insta-kill and use it on... I totally forgot that the insta-defeat immunity was there. I could have used that and hoped I could have got it over on Starkiller. If we could pull this off. Yeah, right now I just gotta try to get to the back, get the ships. Try to clear out the rest. Not get through this decoy. Okay, finally through that. That. Let's jump on Echo. A lot of dodging. God, she won't go away. I at least get the isolate. Okay, isolate. Ah, insta-kill was one off. Coming up on serious timeout issues here. Come on, let's take her out. Take her out. Take her out. Take her out. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Full auto. We were that close to timing out. Yeah, Varian, that one was really close. Alright, I always go for POW first. Alright, this will let us get over on Stranger. We can get a turn. We can get a turn. Come on, give me a turn. Give me a turn. Give me a turn. Give me a turn. Come on, give me a turn. Give me a turn. Any minute now. After him. All right, let's have a little fun. Let's try to close this off on a high note. Cassian versus Wampa. Look at her go. Keep ramping her up. Ooh, that smash. All right. Ships. We got ships. We're gonna mirror this. Profundity this, and maybe this is so me, I never put Leviathan on defense at all. I always save Levy for the mirror. And I always have Profundity available in case I run into Executor. And I have a pretty good success rate against Profundity with Radis. Not perfect success rate, but it's a really good success rate, and that's what I tend to do for Radis. Or, with that Profundity. I can't wait for Relic 10 Wampa. As soon as we get... I've thought about doing it early, but I'm not going to jip out on what I said. Wampa is a 500 sub thing. As soon as we get that, we're going to have that R10 Wampa. And I wish we always had that... That Focus Datacron never went away. You know, I always said that them making Focus Datacrons payable is bad. I think if you could take, like, certain Datacrons, like the Wampa Crown that everybody loves, and just make, like, that one, like, you pay for it, and it never goes away, I would pay for it. I would pay for the Wampa Crown to stay here forever. Like, it is such a fun offensive Kron. Hide. Whatever. Yeah, I like to use mine on Jabba too. It's just such a good counter for Jabba, and it's basically a free counter. Alright, take our hands off the wheel. Let this go. If I could try to get Satele on Monday, that might help me out. There goes basically the whole offense. Now we just gotta worry about the coming pants. Wait. Where's comeuppance? Where was comeuppance in that? I wish they would let me see, like, what didn't come out here. And yeah, well, you saw it here first, Shadow. I think Wampa might be the true counter to Cassian. Oh, there goes Vader. Alright, there goes the whole offense. This team. Alright, let's bring out the army of ties. One of my favorite, like, down here. I don't know. Seeing like a bunch of TIE fighters come storming out is very appealing. Alright, so that's gonna be our score. We have about an hour. To see if he tries to clear out any of this. My boy here is a problem. Those two R9s was killer. As I said, I could generally this is rare. Everyone's that I've all right, we do have ads on the way in 1 minute. AC's over. So but this is like this is rare. I've never ran into like a stranger team like this. Where I'm in K3 because I didn't show up for 3 months. So this is me trying to climb back up into 2, and this is insane. I actually always have the upper hand, and I just mirror it in my stranger team. Even with that Relic 2 Maul, always gets the win. So this was a little tough to have to try to pull stuff from, and when you also have Pirate King Hondo there, and the defense that we ran into today was just crazy. Trying to counter out the Bayland Kron as well as Pirate King Hondo. We were trying to pull our offense into so many different places, and that made it difficult. I might have did misplay it a little bit in using that ult or the cat's insta-kill on him. If I had saved it for elsewhere, it could have been a little bit different, but honestly with that marked, I didn't see it getting over to Starkiller before they pulled that train. So that was kind of my initial thought with trying to throw it off early. And generally, even if it is in the kit that you can't be insta-killed, you'll get the insta-kill like icon up there. I totally spaced it. I was like, oh yeah, no icon, let's throw it down and get over on Star Killer. But we had some really good matches. That Ufu match was crazy. Bo-Katan taking on Lord Vader. We had some really good matches. Wampa throwing down against Cassian. We do have ads over on Twitch, so we're not going to get into anything too crazy for the minute that they're away. So for this minute, if anybody needs to go to the bathroom or get a drink, go ahead and get your drink. Go ahead and go to the bathroom. Do what you gotta do. If you liked, if you're still over on YouTube, because we don't have ads or anything over there, if you liked what you saw with Wampa and you want to see that Relic 10 Wampa, hit that sub button. What are you waiting for? The Relic 10 Wampa is huge. It's gonna be great. Hit that sub button. Let's get to 500, and we could enjoy a nice Relic 10 Wampa. Ads are over, so welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so going forward, once we get this round at GAC, one, I think this is the last 5v5. We're going into 3v3s. But like my mall is now up to 8. As soon as I could get the blue signal data, he's going up to 9. I'm gonna immediately take this team up to 9 because I'm working on team territory battles, and Maul is and the stranger being here. I love it. So I want to get this team up and running, all at full relic 9, and my stranger being at 10. Boy's sitting right here at 10 himself. So if I could get this team fully up at 9, then that'll be nice. We did get to up to 85 on everybody, so we got all their Zetas from the last era. Yeah, so from here on out with my roster, what I'm mainly focusing on is like teams that I can use in territory battles and I need for territory battles, and could actually like go far in helping me out with GAC as well and other game modes. So like the stranger, he's a team that you use everywhere. Picking him up to R9 isn't going to take a whole lot. I do got to finish the clones. I have them, most of them at I have Scorch done, and then the other 3 are at 8. Like, I do got to get these guys up to 9, and then that's a full team that I could use in GAC or for TB, and that's a full 9 team of, you know, clones for GAC and other places. I do got Yoda and Chewie up to 7 because I did that because one, I needed him at 6 for the mall event, and that was automatically going up. So I took him up to 7 because I could use him in territory battles for the Wookiee mission, and he does help out and make it easier. He gives off that healing. That's nice to have Choda available for the Wookiee mission. So that was my thought with him. That's why he's sitting at 7. I am going to take IG90 up a bit as well, thinking to 7. That way I could use him for the Afro event Afro missions in TB. But my first and foremost, I'm taking all up to 8, up to 9, and then Star Killer is going to go up to 9 as well. He's sitting at 8. So these two, I mean, that's just going to run us into like the team we just fought, where they're going to be the 2 9s, 10, and then I'm going to work on Mar and her name, drawing a blank. Barris. And then these two are going to go up to 9, and that'll give me a full R9 team. Which, I mean, you got to see the effects of the Relic 9 team, how taking a team up to R9. Of course, I'm endgame at, close to 15 million, so me taking stuff up to R9 is different than lower accounts taking stuff up to R9. I have everything here. If you didn't see the one episode, I have everybody at Relics. So I'm done with all the relic or the gear and everything. That's all gonna start accruing. I am 27 shards away from Satil. So hopefully on Monday, Satil will be unlocked, or Friday if I can't get the pass. But hopefully she'll be available to pick up, and then she could help us out in GAC. I have hopes for the next round that she'll be available. Being all relics is huge. So now for me, it's all just relicking, and that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm taking all these guys up to R9, and it'll be nice if I could have like a whole, if I could set like a whole wall of Relic 9s, that'd be crazy. So the account's going places. It's just, you only have so much relic material that you could get with the blue shards. So that's what's kind of slowing down the process. But, I mean, you saw that I have the whole Relic Mandalorian team. I have a full R9 Hut Cartel. So it is getting there. I have a couple teams. Nobi might actually be one of the ones that come next. Same with Leia. If I could just get like Leia's at 10 and Radis is at 10. I have Drogon at 10. It's only like one relic on R2, and then I focus on Jin, and then I could have a full R9 Leia team. And I do have all, like, I have a squad set up, so this is how I work in my head, what teams use for what. I've tried to filter through to take advantage of and worked all day, given I might have to try that. Stormtrooper, Luke, and Han. So early on, I use it in the Kira mission. And this is pretty much an auto. I could auto this. Day 1, I could fully auto. The Jedi missions, I do have to babysit, but it is pretty much a full auto. I am thinking about taking Mace up a bit too, to see if maybe that'll help with that event, because that mission is the pain. This one is okay. Jedi 2, that goes there. But like Mace Windu, he's a beast in territory battles. Once you get that Depa Omicron on, he destroys. Like, I just put him out there and he full autos. Ayla and Jacasa are also going to be relative, like one of the ones that I get up to 9. Also, same with Ahsoka. This team, I mean, I could use it up to day 3 in full auto. I don't guide anything. I don't do it. She just autos. And so once I get these guys up to 9, and then I could use them every single day, this is just extra stuff that I have. And these teams here aren't used for, like, nobody on Mace or Kano is used in operations. So I have these teams built up that I can also build, that I can use everywhere because they're good. They aren't available for operations. So I could just toss them and not have to worry about, oh, well, like, I do have Mate or Kenobi in use, but, like, there's days where Cat gets called. So I might be without Cat. So I need a team that I could throw out, and day 3 I have good. Like, everything just needs to be 7 for 3. Once I take 90 up to 7, and then Omega up to 7 with Wrecker. This is the Zepho mission. All at 7, it's an auto. And then the Gungans. I do have the Tarples Kron on it. So once these guys are also going to be going up to 9. I have them set for day 5 to go on the light side bottom. So they are going to be going up to 9 as well. So this is where I mapped stuff out. So that way I try to double dip on other days. And also, Jin going up to 9 is also needed for the Andor mission. So that's also why Jin and Radis would use Leia, because she's needed later. So once I get all this stuff hammered out, it'll be whatever after that. I have my roadmap I'm trying to stick to. I wouldn't say I'm a god. I would say maybe a goddess. I'll take a goddess. No, I don't do, like, nearly as much of the carrying that some of my other guildmates do. I've thought of that too, Shadow. The Shadow says that thinking of getting the new Bad Batch to really high relics. The new Bad Batch is a team that I've grown to hate because of the raid. That's why I hate them so much. Like, I tried to use them early on in the raid, and they just they were so frustrating. That's my grief with them. So I've really thought about that as well, because I've noticed that the new Bad Batch is, I mean, you can use them to counter Stranger. They do have their points, and I thought about taking them up because, one, it would help with the raid a little bit, although the raid's gonna be gone here soonish. So I'm not trying to focus on the raid. I get 12 million, 13 million in the raid. Good there. But it wouldn't be bad to get the extra relics for, you know, whatever we do. Like, yeah, the raid, I'm good. I don't need it for the raid. Like, our guild, we red crate, we max crate, and I did 13.8 with my relic 5 new batch. I don't need it. Would it be bad if I use it for other things, like, you know, these counters and E, and I get the benefit of using them a little bit early now? Bad? You already got a record at R10? That's crazy. Yeah, so I would definitely do that if I was in your shoes. You've already got an R10 there, might as well. Yeah, exactly. You gotta try to fund it the best you could. And that's the hard part. Got free stuff. Get our 5 shards.
Ready to play?
And also, while I'm kind of just talking, this shard here, although it is nice because you get the access to the green and blue signal data, if you really need the blue signal data like I do, you actually get more out of it here. It's a much better drop rate for blue signal data on 8G than 9. Like I get the added benefit of mixing the blue and the green, but the drop rate for the blue is not that great. Alright, what else can I do here? Not doing any Cantina refreshes. Get a review? Sure. Drop your ally code, Shadow. Although your account's really good. So. Oh, I never updated the stream name for Twitch. Still saying we're playing D&D. Alright, updated the stream info there. So now it doesn't look like we're playing D&D. Alright, 1700 blue signal data. That is crazy. Also, I do, for anybody watching that's on the lower side and you need an ally, I do have spots open. I try to keep spaces open for fewer accounts. So if you need it, there's my ally code. Feel free to add me. And I will gladly let you use my so Darth Link got an R10. Okay, so have spent money on the new era. And so we get 8 per row, so we have 8, 16, 24, 36, 7, 38 tens. Have a wrecker up here. Oh, you only 2. Okay. So you have the new batch at 7. Crosshair at 8. Wrecker at 10. The count is crazy, Shadow. What baffles me is you're like 15 million and I'm just under 15. Like 14.6. And look at all these 10s. I've got 3. You have all the GLs. So we have all the GLs. We have... Yeah, this is a crazy account. Pow and Qui-Gon at 10. 8 Bo-Katan. 8 Bam. The bottom of the account looking like. You could get your... Not that I could say anything, but you could try to get your Geos up to 7 for TV. You don't have a Relic 9 Bodhi. Oh, Jar Jar. Okay, yeah, Jar... That's the one thing I gotta say. You gotta take that Jar Jar up. Isn't it? Shadow, aren't you... Yeah, you're wanna... Oh, I'm gonna have to send this to Egg. He's gonna be so disappointed in you. Egg is gonna be so disappointed that you're rocking a... You're 13 Jar Jar. Right, but you got the event done, so... And modless. This. Oh, poor Jar Jar. Poor Jar Jar. Poor Jar Jar. Yeah, so not much I could say other than get that Jar Jar up. You got most of the... Your Gungans out. At least 5. Yeah, if you invest a little bit in Jar Jar up, that's about the only feedback I can give. Your account's good, man. It breaks my heart for Jar Jar. They're all modless. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, Boston. A year and a half into starting the account. That is crazy that you're 15 million. Like, this is a lot here. Order 60. You're getting... have Tarkin and Torch. You have Hondo and There's two. Where else? Got the full R90. Full 12. You get 12 million no remounts. Yeah, this is got. You could do a full R9 maze team, a full Hondo. You could underman it if you did Tarkin and Scorch, but you could do the full clone. You could do an underman Kellerin. Yeah. Maz is looking good too. Yeah, I do the underman route. I get hot utils through Aussie Mike. So, I do the underman route. Like mine is I do the mace, I do the Tarkin, and then I do the Pirate King Hondo, which you don't see here. This I actually 5-man because I couldn't get this team to actually work properly with just the 3 of them. So I do 5-man that, and then I just R7 and R5. Call it a day. Yeah. So I get my 13 million and good. Yeah, Aussie Mike did. That's huge that he lets me use that. He's a good buddy for that one. All right, so we did put up the 140, 1141 there. We're sitting at 30 million, 30 minutes. From Mighty Chlorians. Yeah, I'm MC3 with Mike and Swamp Rat and you know, I'm gonna hang out here for a bit still. I was thinking about ending, but I want to see if this guy.
That old cantina droid? Rewired it myself. Doesn't drop glasses anymore. Usually.
I do kind of want to hang out a little bit and see if he does anything. We could be on watch together. Who talks? Oh, on here? Yeah, for some reason, people in the cantina talk. Let's get some odd material. It actually throws me off that she talks because I'll be sitting here and I'll put the game on and I'll go do something and I hear her talking. I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah, I have the music off because I'm a streamer. I have sound effects on, but I make sure I have the music off. Yeah, I really do love this new setup they got here. Like when TB is going on, this just looks amazing and it's easy to keep track of. And you can see, like right here, all attempts are submitted. I have my 600 tickets. You can see your fleet climb. They did really good with this. Like, I don't have to do anything. I could just do this. Sigma Mex. No, I'm not Sigma. I'm MC3. Yeah, they really did, like, a lot of the updates that they did, I really got a frown upon, but this looks really nice. Like, this is crisp. It has everything right here. I'm still getting used to it because it's been 10 years of the same setup and me just clicking through it first thing in the morning when I roll out of bed before I actually get up. It's just like, yep, here's this. It's just muscle memory. So trying to break that is a little tough because this is a very solid improvement, but it's just that muscle memory was ingrained for 10 years. So trying to work around that is crazy. Hey, Kevdak, yeah, the cantina is beautiful. I agree. First timer. Much love for this will go community. Thank you for coming in. I agree. This will go community is one of the best. Great to see you. Welcome to the channel. If you see you're watching over on YouTube, hit that that follow button down there. I have a 500 subscriber goal for the channel. Once we hit 500, little V straight here is going up to relic 10. No, let's where's text here? Add a little text. I'm at 267. I think I'm at 267. Right about there looks center. DAC matchup by 1. Oh, that's tough, Kevdoc. Mostly free to play. So you are a fan of the Andor era? I think the Andor era was. I actually enjoyed the Andor era a lot better than the first era. I don't know. It was just a lot better for me. Like, I was more invested in the tunes and everything. I enjoyed it a lot more. Hey, Bodhi. Great to see you. Hope you're doing well. Is this a new trade? I don't like that YouTube doesn't show, like... Okay, and we're at 274, so let's, update this. We're at 274. my mouse decided to go haywire. Come on. There we go. There's my mouse. All right, so 274 out of 500. Welcome back, Bayou Bazinga. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out for a minute. I want to see if my opponent shows up. And then I might add a couple Datacrons to defense just to help us out. Maybe like 1 or 2. I don't want to overboard it. I still want to stick to offense, but I'm thinking of like tossing a couple on. That might help. You could do that now.
Phase
While
on
we're
at your service.
yes. Glad you're at my service. That's all right. Yeah, that's a you are cracking. Thought the Andor era kind of sucked. Just so many bad choices. I was invested in the era.
What can I get you today?
A lot of their choices were bad. Didn't agree with a lot of their choices that they do at all. I mean, there's a reason that I'm borderline quitting at this moment. Like I'm holding on by a thread.
I hope the Java scrap machine
A lot of it was because I've been gone and I've got this like disconnection from the community right now, and it feels like I have this disconnect from it. I'm trying to fix that. That's why I was thinking about like I was napping before the stream, so I was like, man, I just want to sleep. And then I was like, no, I gotta get on. I gotta be with my peeps. Okay, for now, only spent the 100 for. That's what I do too. I only do like the episode passes, and then I spend the 30 shards. Not journey. I do spend the 30 on the characters just to get them up to 5 stars. So I do have like my R5 at 5, and I'm just gonna naturally get this stuff. And but the only money I drop other than the eras and the passes. So I do like the conquest pass too. I'm gonna try to get that tomorrow or Monday. Okay, where are we in out right now? 495. We might luck out. 20 minutes left. Yeah, so I've backed off TW. I do enjoy TW with the MC3. It's just I've backed off because I took the break. One, it was Girl Scout cookie seasons because I am a Girl Scout leader with my daughter. So that season gets crazy. Like I have no time. I'm always like I'm in a Walmart or another cookie booth from 10 in the morning to 8 at night. Like I am just so exhausted, and cookie season it's a good time and I enjoy it because I get to do it with my daughter. It's just a lot emotionally and everything, and it takes a lot out of me. And it was just trying to recover from that, and they had a lot of stuff that they put out on the game, and I was like, man, I just can't be dealing with this right now. TW today we're against like grain hard. Yeah, but because I did take those couple months where I didn't do anything, like I felt that I failed a K3. And my Datacron situation is horrendous. So I'm trying to not do TW because we do expect full participation if we are an MC3. If you sign up for it, if not, you don't need to worry about it. It's not mandatory unless you sign up for it. So until I get my Datacron situation back up to normal, I'm not gonna do TW. GAC, I mean, I ran into Stranger today. I'm on it looks like a 5 streak. Rosa D, thought you were cooked. Yeah, so that's basically where I'm at. Honestly, if I could have got through this, as long as I have the Datacrons, I could try to throw my weight around a little bit, and as long as I could maximize on offense, which is why I didn't set anything on defense. That helps. Yeah, this was a team problem today. This stranger just, he was just too much. And probably that misplay with Kenobi. Even then, it was probably not going to work. It was a 55% chance, and I shouldn't have done it the way I did, but it probably still would have lost. Yeah, and again, Shadow, I use Lord Vader as my stranger backup counter. Does Vader work well for that? Because I have him set for the back row, but I could always switch this out. I could always try to switch that out for something if he's a pretty solid counter, but he wasn't even on the list. The Queen, Gas, and Wampa. Yeah, I know Satele is a decent... So Satele's like a 50% too, from the numbers I was looking at. Even she, which I don't have her right now. I was set to have her good, but I fell off for 2 conquests. Can't wait to get her.
See you again.
We are 27 away from her. If I could hopefully have the funds available. Hopefully have them. Tight. Hopefully I'll have it, and then I can just go ahead and get the pass. My plan is to come on here Monday, and as soon as I'm out of work, I'm going to hop right on. And my plan is to start off with a big day one day. Hopefully get her and get her geared in relic. Not gonna go high into relics because I'm working on the mall team right now, so she won't go high on relics yet, but I'm hoping to get her unlocked and get her at least relics, like 5 if I could. Plus, I'll have to worry about the Zetas and the Omicron, so she won't be ready to go anyway. Exactly, and we also gotta take your love for your characters into consideration too. And we all know that I have my love for Stranger, so and he's a good, like a really good unit. So I don't feel bad investing into that team because of how much I do care for the Stranger. Yeah, and the Malkron, I think this is our last round with it. You might have it for 3v3 in the first round, but I think this is our last, like, little bit with it. Alright, it is 447. So even if he does show up, in the 11 minutes, I don't think even without data crowns, I don't think he could clear this. So this is gonna be 5 in a row. We'll take it. Take it. A win is a win. Now he can't win in 11 minutes, so we're gonna throw this one up as a win. Thankfully, he only did the one. This was gonna be a big L if he showed up. Take a look at his account. Good job of there. 13 million account. That is for a 13 million account. That is a crazy defense. Like he did really good with that. I'm impressed. Color me impressed. Three holds and fleet. Wow. I mean, I have my points where where I have to get double tap something because I use Radis on Profundity, and it happens. Pretty good that you got your Empire fleet. Alright, so let's try to switch up this defense a little bit. Let's throw out at least a couple Datacrons here. Let's throw... Again, it's not the greatest. We'll put it on so there's at least something. It throws something on Ray. I don't care for it all in this game. I honestly hate fleet. Alright, so that'll at least be a couple Datacrons. We'll save the rest for... We'll save the rest for offense, because we do need to focus on offense. Hold off the win. I do have my fleet climb in a couple minutes. Fleets 3.0 is next up. I don't think we're gonna see anything with fleets, personally. And here's my thought process behind it. With fleets, we haven't seen anything since Leviathan. We haven't had a ship, like a good ship come out for a fleet since Leviathan. To be able to do that, you would have to put a whole era. I think that would be the fix. If I were to try to fix anything, and then you would see that nobody would give a fuck about it, because you would have to put whole era to fleets. You would need to use all 6 of your era units as the ships, and then you would have to have your journey character to be the big fleet commander, and that would probably be your best bet for it. I don't think they could do anything like that right now, because you would have to redesign the figure out a way to get the Colosseum to work with it. And it would be a little bit of a headache to have a new fleet commander come up. Unless you did something like tried to work with what we have. Like maybe a new Empire ship. But even though that's not needed. You could easily do what they did do. Toss out something like Rogue One or the B-Wing and lift the fleet up instead of even... That's been all they've done for years. But is just lift a fleet up. Like the B1 making the home one relevant. There's really not a whole lot they can do. I think where we are is where we are. And lately I've even noticed that stuff like the fleet battles, they haven't put a unit on here since the punishing one. That was the last unit they added here. They have taken so much away from the fleet shards. Because, oh no, we got Quiggy here. And so we haven't had anybody here since Quiggy and the Temple Guard. This was a couple era units and a couple units ago. Like, where are all these shards? Why aren't they spreading out the energy instead of every single thing going to your yellow energy in your light side and dark side battles? Why aren't they putting it here? Like, spread it out. It used to be that every 3 would go fleet, dark side or light side, and then Cantina. They're not doing that anymore. Now it's just like, I think you had 1 of the last tunes in Cantina and the rest were all fleet or dark and light side. Nobody's putting anything in here. And like it's just killing your energy. You're trying to farm 5 units off the same amount of energy, and it does slow you down. And all this, it's just, I'm not farming anything out here. I'm farming this, and I don't even need this. I like, I have 383. I'm just doing this to farm it because the energy's useless. Like, I know this is endgame problems, but they aren't doing anything with this energy here. It's all... And again, you only had the 1 unit out of here. Oh, wait, no. Vader was in here, too. So you had IG-90 and you had Vader. Oh, wait, no. Vader was dark side, too. You only had 90 in here. Or was 90? Pretty sure he was closer to the end. He's in here somewhere. But that's Trooper. Yeah. But you come and look at it. Like 90 was right there, AA. And everybody else was... Luke is sitting at 9A hard. Chewie, light side. Yeah, the only one that was a lighter farm was Inquisitor Varys. She is the only one that was on a 12 energy node. And I had her double as quick as anybody else because I was able to, like, I was showing my daughter the math because I was working on Paris and Vader at the same time, and I was like, I want to finish up Vader in the event because, you know, getting the shards, because he's on a 20 node. He's on the new dark side node. And I showed her that in 140 energy, you get one run of Vader, one of the 5 done before you have to refresh, where you do 25 and then an extra 50 to refresh your energy. So per run, you're doing 75 to get to the second refresh because you got to do your energy as well. Whereas with Barris, it was, you could do 1 run, refresh it for 25, and then do a whole nother before you even have to refresh your energy. So it's like your first little bit is 25, where Vader is a whole 75, and then you run it into 50 and 50. Which isn't too terrible. But they put a lot of energy into that. Like, everybody was expensive, and they were just all in the light and dark side energy, when you could have added 1 or 2 of those to an extra cantina, and as well as the fleet shards, so that way you're spreading it out and allowing people to farm stuff easier. And then before that was, let's see, who was before that? Trying to think what units were right before that. Forlom? Forlom? Yeah, right before these eras. Was it Forlom and Yeah, Forlom and Suckass. They weren't either. Like they were. Oh, he was your last fleet. No. That's kind of my gripe about fleets. Like, Suckass was your last, character. Alright, I know this isn't thrilling content, but we'll do a little fleet arena climb. Your GLs to 8. 89. Yeah, I'm trying to get I'm just working on my 10 teams. So welcome back everybody over on Twitch. This is just the fleet arena climb. This is just mindless daily stuff. Right, and Quiggled, Athano, and like it's great that they put them on fleets, but outside of that, nobody in this last era was, and that baffles me that they put 5 in the same energy. They put 5 units. Yeah, I gotta work on getting mine. I gotta work on getting mine all the way up. My Pirate King is at 9. I gotta work on my clones still because they're sitting at 8 and I didn't get to do the Relic 9 level. Which we don't get the Nightfall event very often. Well, I mean, whatever. But alright, Bodhi, thanks for coming in. Go charge that phone. I appreciate you stopping in. Take care. Thanks. I hope round 3 goes well. Hopefully for you too. Alright, so we just auto this. It's fleet climbs, it's easy stuff. You always bring Malford. So I look at one thing. I'll show you next time we go through. If I'm about to, if he just auto dies, I'll bring him out. If not, I bring out the Sith. Just because I don't want to pull him out and have him not die and then just. This is still a 100% like counter. Get the energy, not need it. Ooh, we're back in K2. Let's go. Back up into Kyber 2. I like my Kyber 2. I love being... I'm a Kyber 2 girly. This is my niche right here. I do got to get a couple more battles in just so that way I stay in Kyber 2. But we're back there. Let's go. Yeah, I love my Kyber 2. That's my niche. All right, so what are we looking at here for round? See, I'm so used to that being over there. Round 3, we are up against Huron Kenor. Right here. So this is my point. Like, if Stranger is on defense, she has the Datacron, for sure he's going to be on defense. If Stranger is on defense, that mall is... Oh, this is a 12 million account. Interesting. Okay, so like right here, his Stranger's at 8, Star Killer's at 8, my Star Killer's at 8, and my Stranger's at 10. And then we're looking at Mall's at Relic 4, 5-star, mine's at 2. Ours at 5 with no Zeta. And where is she? Paris is at 6 with the Zeta. Do I have the crown? Yes, I have the crown. At level 15. So we're going to count it. We're going to mirror this. Hey, Tass, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. How did your GAC go? Thank you for the raid, Tass. It's great to see everybody. Yeah, I don't really get a notification from the YouTube side, but when Twitch raids in, it's really cool because I get the notification. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well. How do your guys' GACs go? Yeah, so we're gonna mirror that. That's gonna be a mirror when we come up against that. That's generally my Stranger counter. Alright, so... How does it always do that when I click on it? Like, I click up here just to drag and it hits R5. So for everybody coming in, I'm not doing much. I'm just doing my fleet climb before I raid out to somebody too. Not a whole lot going on right now. I did pull off the W in GAC. Hopefully you guys got to see Tass have a good GAC too. We're in the finals. Back up to Kyber 2 after my couple months off. So we clean sweeped Kyber 3. Clean sweeped them. Under the rug. Sweeped. We're back home in K2. Without Datacrons too. Like, that was a clean sweep. Not the cleanest. We didn't get the full clear. Got hung up on Stranger, but pulled it off. Toughest opponent you've ever faced. Hey, congrats, Bayou. That's huge. It's great pulling off a win. Big congrats there. Alright, we got our last battle. Yeah, this was a good one. I'm proud of this win. I'm proud of this one. Like, we got lucky that he didn't pop back in, but HGLs doesn't have Pirate King Hondo or SLKR is one of the better ones. Hey, I'm glad you enjoyed that. That's generally my go-to. Because if I could pull it off with Ufus, then I save my other teams elsewhere. Yeah, I'm glad you got to enjoy that one. I'm happy for that one. Same. And Pav, what I look here is if I don't see any fire here, because honestly I don't even pay attention. This is just so auto. So when I get here, I'll look for the fire and I'll be like, oh, okay, I don't see any here. So my hull, like, I'm not gonna die if I come in. So Sith Fighter comes in. Like that's the only thing I pay attention to, is there fire or not. Other than that, this is all just like brain dead work. Yeah, the Ufus versus Ray that could get touchy. See, now I got the fire there, so Fallen Centaur, auto. The Ufus versus Ray is something that I've relied on quite often. Gets a decent win rate, where if it works, I don't need to waste something. And I get a good win out of it, so it does work pretty good. Get 3 Omis. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't have the Omis or honestly Zetas. I've wasted Zetas because like I'm at the point where I have so many Zetas. Like equipped that I'm just trying to put all the Zetas on, and I wasn't even thinking about Conquest, or I would have saved 3. The Omis I was putting the TB on, so I didn't really care because I will get used out of TB only. I'm a TB. I enjoy being able to do everything in territory battles. Yeah, plus after the Ezra nerf, the Ufus are gonna be way more reliable because when it's only Ray and Ben, they have a much better success rate. So he's gonna be going back over to. I don't see people going and put in Ezra with Ray unless they just like forget to take him out. He's going to be way more on the flat side of things now, and that's an easy Leia counter. Like I see her and Leia's right on her. So Ezra's not going to be too much of a problem anymore, which I could see why a lot of people quit the game because of that, because that was just one of those things that made it challenging. So right now we're just waiting for. While we're waiting for this, not many people go right now. Alright, so we have Swag Frog on you. Alright, Varian, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. We're gonna be ending after I do my last fleet climb anyway. Thank you for popping in. Have a great day, and remember that rebellions are built on hope. Yeah, for $30 to get R5 up to 5-star, it's not terrible. Honestly, my thing is, one, it makes it a little bit easier for after the era is over. Two, my big thing is I have the profile pictures. I don't know, it's just like a little collectible thing of mine. Like having the profile picture, which is the 5-star. That's why I try to get 5-star, just so I could get that little thing. Because if you don't get them 5-star when they come out, like, as you can see, I try to get all of them because I like having them available. I always have my Leia because that's my girl. It's kind of like my whole image here. So I'm never not gonna use her, but I just like having them. And come on. Over here, if you don't get them at 5-star before the event's over, you're not getting them. So I have all these guys that I didn't get, and I'm not gonna have that. Like you'll see, I don't even have the Bane one because I didn't have the Conquest. A lot of these were missing the Conquest pass. Didn't get them to the marquee events. A lot of these are missing. Thank you, Sky, for the follow. I appreciate
Rebellion's
that.
built on hope.
Rebellions are built on hope. Yeah, that's why I try. I don't know. That's just why I collect these. Put it in my leg.
Oh.
Yeah, where'd you go? I'm doing pretty good, Sky. How are you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, Shadow, thank you for coming out. It was great having you here. I enjoy having you on the stream. Take care. Remember that rebellions are built on hope. Oh, Psy. Okay. Okay. Cypher. Okay. Cypher Mangoes. I will try to remember that. I'm terrible with names, so if I mispronounce it, I apologize. And being a teacher, I teach, I have Girl Scouts. I just have so many names I have to memorize. Just got Razor Crest, super close to the Executor. On top of that, you just got Starkiller. Starkiller is huge. I really enjoy Starkiller. He's a great unit. For early games, you could toss him with Empire team, and he does great with when you could get the Emperor Palpatine and Mara Jade. The three of them do really good early on. But like you could counter Rey with them. Exactly. So your Malicos, that's a good team, but again, that's gonna require Malicos in Proving Grounds and Stranger in Proving Grounds eventually. So for now, slotting him with Palp and Mara is perfect for probably where you are. I'm guessing around 3-4 million. 5 million. Okay, so still really on. So having them with Mara Jade is still really good. And then you'll just see him grow and change once you get Sierra Malicos and then Stringer. Is this going to be your first hard proving grounds? First proving grounds. Ben and Scavray out. Yeah, so you're gonna want Mar there for the revive. And honestly, Varys is good to have in there too if you have her around. So I would kind of run like the Starkiller Mar Varys trio with Palpatine and Mara. Yeah, that's old Ben works. I tend to not use a tank really in there. Tar and Barris always worked out pretty well when I had them. Yeah, exactly. But again, if you need help with the Proving Ground, because I don't know how much of that you got, over on my YouTube channel, which you can find in the link tree, I will the link tree. And that is everything that you would need. That is the link to my YouTube, my Discord. Definitely join the Discord. Get notified whenever I go live. Plus, you could also my co-host and my podcast Club 38. We are on a break for right now. We're hoping to start season 2 in a couple weeks. Kate should be coming back here soon. So when she's ready to come back, we are going to start season 2 of Club 38. I got tired of doing it on my own and just talking to myself, so little break. Plus, with everything going on, it just got to be a whole lot. So we will be back soon with it. So the Discord, Kate's channel is in there, my Twitch, my YouTube. Over on my YouTube, I do have some Proven Ground guides. The Malgus one is in there. I don't have the Revo one because I wasn't able to. Well, Revo isn't even a Proven Ground. Reva is a territory battles. So Reva comes from having your Inquisitors at 7 and going into TB. Oh, the one that has Reva in it. The shit. I believe. I don't have that guide up. I do have one for Malgus, and it does get a lot of likes in there, a lot of comments, and people really do appreciate it because I break down the death mark that is part of the event, that battle. The death mark is a big thing you have to watch for in that battle. I use Jedi Master Luke. If you have Luke, that is what I use for it, as well as Jedi Knight Luke. And Hoda and the Jocasta news. Gray ones. Yeah, those ones tend to work out well. And I find that the newer tunes are kind of simple, really. I did try to do a bunch of guides on everybody. But when I started streaming, my account was so far progressed that if I had them done, I couldn't show how to do the battles and get them 3-star. So I worked with what I have. If anybody out there would like to get me video, would like to get together and we could talk and wants to help me record so I can put guides out for the other units and is okay with trying out a bunch of teams, you could message me. Again, in the link tree is a link to Discord. I'm right in there. I do want to get guides out for every single unit. I try to show teams that aren't Leia, aren't like teams that are going to win. I try to break down, like, can DLS beat this team? Can Phoenix beat this team? Which, by the way, if you're talking of, I bet my best one for anything Reva is your Phoenix. If you could put in Para lead with Captain Rex, and I use Cannon Jarrus, Sabine, and Chopper. Those 5 is a just auto. It might take you a couple seconds to get the RNG right, but Phoenix Squad will auto that. They are a terrific Reeve account. He was putting proof of grounds on. Yeah, I had Smee on my other account because I do have my baby account that I could still do stuff with.
This place has history.
Don't do anything with it. It's a dead account right now, but I do have access for it that I could use stuff whenever we do get Captain Rex, Ezra, Sabine. Yeah, that might still work. I would try to use Cannon over Ezra. I find that Cannon and Chopper work really well together. Ando with Grogu. Yeah, so I would Phoenix Squad that. Captain Rex and Hera are your big ones. Captain Rex is needed for that event. That should beat that relative. Again, RNG is going to vary it, so it might take 2 or 3 tries to do, but I literally put it in an auto. And hey, the one and only Sanitarium, welcome in, welcome in. Great to see you, great to see you. Yeah, I don't use Zeb at all. I don't use Zeb at all. Like, he is a waste. 7-star is not even on my Phoenix, but yeah, he's not. I don't use him at all.
Oh.
As I said, my Phoenix is this exactly what you use, but I use Cannon instead of Ezra. And actually, even then, like what I use for GAC and everything is I don't put Chopper in, and I put in Geobrood Alpha. So that way, when he summons his extra summon, they'll auto kill that, and then you just auto, and it works really well. But if you have Geobrood Alpha, you could even run that route, and that might even make it easier. One of the Dark Cyclone Troopers. Yeah. That's why I don't buy those packs. Any of those packs are, I stay away from those. Buying these packs they're okay because those in here, but it's a waste because that's 8,000. Well, let's I have so much of these to drop. Let's drop it. Okay. Well, I'm not going to. You know what? I have everybody unlocked. They're all at 7 stars anyway. So again, just for randomness, I'm gonna spend the credits. I'm gonna show you because I have way more of these than I need. So if I don't have any of the newer units, you are taking a big gamble on this because you drop it and okay, I have all these again, all at 7 star, but say I don't have the clone troopers, I don't have the pirates. Everybody else is 7 star. Like, you run the risk of... That's a Lightspeed token for the Journey event. For the 10th anniversary, this is a Journey Lightspeed token. Right, but my point is, it's not that Mando is not better. For the Journey events, that you could get a free Mando for free with the Zetas and everything. So that, like, you just, I stay away from these because it is such a gamble, and I try to stick to stuff that is guaranteed, like Lightspeed bundles. could spend the $23 and this is what you're getting. I will spend like data packs because $20 they value this as a good enough to where it's like $20 per Zeta. A little less than $1 a Zeta. So they value Zetas at a weird price. And if you're getting 20 out at least, then if you get 100, that's great. But if you get the 20, that's where their value is. So you know what you're getting. This again, I won't buy these. One of your best things that you could buy are like the slice-up bundles. Like that's where you're gonna get the value for instead of these just because these are so tough because you don't know what you're gonna get. It could be really good. Like I did it once and I got I told myself not to, but it worked out good because I got Drogon, and at the time he was a newer tune, so it worked out good. But that could have went so wrong. So I after that I was like, I'm never gambling on this again. Have my raid all done. Alright, well, I don't have much left to do, like anything left to do well. So I am going to raid out to... I guess we'll do Hell Hydra Sith. If you're over on YouTube, go watch Swaggy Frog. I'm gonna post the link because without 500, we can't send anybody, can't raid over. So, right there's the link to Swag. Go say hi to Swag. I'm gonna tell him unofficial raid incoming. My mouse sucks. Here we go. Alright, Swag. Alright, so go check out Swag if you're over on YouTube. I just said hi. Told him the unofficial raid. Alright. Alright, so let's start the raid over here on Twitch. Most recent Omicron. Wampa is amazing. I love Wampa. I love Wampa. That's a YouTube goal. So if again, hit that sub button if you're over on YouTube. Everybody kind of raided over to Swag Frog, so that is what it is, but hit that follow button. Let's get Wampa up to R10. The Hydra. Alright, so we're gonna start the raid over on... Gotta be... Oh, Hell Hydra. Okay. Raid... Alright, so we're gonna start the raid over on there. Go say hi to Hydra. we are going to call it a day here. Back in Kyber 2. That's big. Love to see that. Awesome being in Kyber 2 again. Thank you, Cass, for the raid. I appreciate the support. Thank you to all my viewers. You guys are the best. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. And remember that rebellions are built.
Floating among the stars, leaving all the hurt and the static bars. We're finding a way through the dark and bright, chasing the signal and stepping into the light among the stars. Yeah.
Welcome to the rebellion.